Hey, hi. Just checking to see if I am live. Hi, guys. Give me just a second. Well, oh, there I am. Very cool. Yay. Hi, welcome. I'm putting on my timer because I can harangue a bit. So I'm putting it on for no more than 20 minutes, but you don't have to stay for that entire time. Hi, guys. I am Denise Simpson. I am a life and leadership coach. I am also a professor, a course creator. Oh, there's my camera. Oops, sorry, guys. I've got camera up here, my laptop down here, iPad here, and cell phone here. So forgive me. I'm learning the ropes here. I hope you guys can hear me. If you're watching, give me a thumbs up if you can hear me, please. Anyway, so welcome to Lead with Intent. This is our first show on leadership. So as I was saying, I am a coach. I'm also a course creator, a professor. I am in the process of also designing a leadership academy. So for those of us who are looking for continued education, professional development, this is going to be your stop. Even if you have graduate degrees or even terminal degrees, but still want to pursue more leadership trainings, my online academy is going to serve a great purpose for you. So I'm in the process of doing all these things, and I was doing some research and realized that a lot of the leaders that I interviewed did not have a one-stop shop for their leadership resources or leadership information. And so that's how this show came about. Because I'm always online, I'm always keeping up with my leadership training. Although I have a PhD in leadership studies, I'm not an expert. I may know more than the average person, but I don't consider myself an expert. So I'm constantly and continuing my leadership development and education. And I've been doing that by watching podcasts, by buying the latest leadership books, following some of the great leadership bloggers out there. And so, Harvard Business Review is somewhere I love to stop and do my research on. And then, of course, all of the peer-reviewed journals and articles that I like to gather and keep up with. But I don't have a one-stop shop. I don't have one place where I get to, consume some really great, valuable leadership content. And a lot of these leaders that I interviewed said the same thing. They said, well, if I need something, I Google it. Or if it's a particular subject, I go and search online and find whatever I can and bring it back to the organization. And so I thought, well, why not design a show around leadership? So for those of us that are conscientious leaders, for those of us who lead with intention, deliberate leaders, this could be our stop where, we get to create this show together. We get to, just share valuable information. I'll spearhead the conversation. I'll make sure I have a great, valuable topic every single Thursday for us. But this is our show. And so speaking of our show, I want to share a Google form that I designed for us so that you guys can share with me any leadership topics that you want to see covered on the show, any struggles, any challenges that you may have in leadership, and we can address them on this weekly show. And so that's how we're going to co-create together. So again, if you're joining us, hello. And if you're watching the replay, still share some love, give us some comments. But I have my timer here because I don't want to go over time. I respect your time. And especially if you're watching from work, which I hope you are, this is going to be maybe your lunch break. It's 1 p.m. Central Time here in Austin. So if you are, thank you so much for joining me on your break. Make sure you bring something to drink, something to snack on so that we can share this time together and make it worth your while. So thank you so much. And by the way, I have some chamomile and lavender tea in here because allergies got me this morning. Eyes are on fire, throat is on fire, and so forgive me if I take a big slurp here of my tea. But anyway, so join me every Thursday here at 1 p.m. to talk about leadership. And so what we're going to cover here, what you can expect to hear, again, more leadership topics that you and I are going to share and co-create together, right? We're going to design the show together. But, we're going to talk about the mindset of a leader. We're going to talk about the skill set of a leader, and more importantly, the action set. So let's talk a little bit about those three things. So mindset is the confidence. It's the limiting beliefs that we leaders have. It's something that, a lot of my leadership clients come to me with. It's not necessarily the skill set they have a problem with. It's really the mindset. They've reached a certain limit of success and they're questioning, whether they can keep moving forward. They're questioning whether they have the goods to actually get to the next level of success. And so mindset is something I cover, about 90% of my clients with. And then the skill set is where all the tangible resources that you've acquired, the talent, the information, all from experience that you've acquired as a leader. And so the skill set is also very important. And sometimes we do identify some weaknesses in certain areas in their skill set. And so that's where I come in and give them a very objective perspective on where they lack in, what areas they need to improve on. And then we're going to also talk about action set, right? So we have mindset, skill set, and then what's your output, right? The output are your actions, the results of your actions. And so, that's something we also look at. So I get to look at my leader holistically. And so that's kind of my approach to what I do with my clients. So I have a great time as a leadership coach. But here's what's really interesting. I just finished season 2 of Align 365. So Align as an alignment. So Align 365 was a show that I came up with because of my leadership clients. So here they were coming to me with leadership struggles, right? With the challenges as a leader, mindset, skill set, and the action set. But here's what was really interesting. As we worked together through our coaching, a lot of the messy life stuff started to come up. A lot of their personal challenges. Some were going through divorces. Some were going through, parents aging, some in hospice care. So a lot of my leaders were bringing all of this personal messiness into our coaching. But here they were coming to me for leadership development. And I'm like, I don't know what to do with you. I don't know anything about life coaching. I don't know how to help you in these areas. And so I then went and got trained and certified in life coaching. You all know I love education, obviously. And so I went and got the proper training I needed so that I could help my leader. And not only in their leadership challenges, but in the personal life challenges. And so, it was interesting how, all this was uncovered. They were so successful, as leaders in this area, right? In the organization outside of their home. But then they go home and the messiness of home. So they were sacrificing their personal lives for the success of their organizations. And so there was this big gap between these two elements. And so I then started to realize, oh my goodness, well, you take your brain and your heart everywhere. So of course, they're these two worlds, they've done such a great job separating these two worlds, but they should actually be combined. And so I then started to find ways to help them find alignment between the success of a leader and the fulfillment, a true fulfillment, with their life's purpose. And so Align 365 actually came from working with my leadership clients. And so I then started to offer this show on my here on my public page. And Align 365, like I said, season 2 just ended. We have 12 shows that we did. If you want to watch them, head over to my YouTube channel. They're in two different playlists so that you can kind of binge watch both seasons. But I brought in thought leaders and experts and coaches and therapists to come and help us find alignment with our highest and greatest purpose. So here I was, a leadership coach doing life coaching. And so it's been such a great trajectory in my career. This has just been so much fun initially coming into this field as a leadership coach, and then now merging both life and leadership because my leaders have asked for this. And so that's Align 365. And so I'm now returning to my roots. We are going to do this leadership show together. We're going to, like I said, cover the mindset of a leader, the skill set of a leader, and the actions that leaders take. And so this is a show that you and I are going to design together. So please keep that in mind. And so I also want to share with you something I designed for you. I'm also going to link it here in this post so that you guys can get access to this PDF I created. It's the 5 leadership fundamentals that every leader should know. And so it's again, 20 years of being in the field of leadership. I put together this tiny little PDF for you so that you guys can have. So I'll make sure I put that in this post somewhere. So if you guys are here, can you please say hello to me? I apologize. I've got iPads, laptops, I've got camera up there. I've got it all here. Anyway, let's see who is here. Is it Gabriela? Jamie is here. Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing? My favorite leaders are here. Please share with me some topics you all want to hear about. Anna's here. Hello, love. Good to see you. Jamie is here. Thank you. Oh, I love your glow. Anne is here. Oh, I'm so happy. Yay, yay, yay. Oh, like some of the best leaders that I know are watching right now. And if you're going to watch the replay later, or you're jumping on the replay, please share some love too, because I want to hear from you. So that's what we're going to talk about on this show. We're going to talk about leadership topics. So today it's just an introduction video live chat with you. So every Thursday, 1 p.m., join me here so that we can talk about, what matters to you. What leadership topics matter to you. We can do some live coaching too here. Oh, I do, Jamie. Jamie says, I need a UT Health San Antonio cup. So I have Our Lady of the Lake University. This is my alma mater. This is where I got the best PhD in the world. Sorry, guys, if you all are terminal degreed out there, you may disagree with me. But some of the best leaders that run this leadership program. And you're right, Jamie, I do need a UT Health San Antonio cup. So I want for you all to start thinking about these topics that you want to hear about. Is it mindset? Is it the confidence factor? Or is it the self-limiting beliefs? What do you as a leader need? We're going to talk about skill set. We're going to talk about those things, the actual skills that you need to be an effective leader. And we're also going to talk about action. How are we going to put all that together? The mindset plus the skill set equals the action. So we're going to talk about that too. So Jamie's saying all of the above. Yeah, that's right. Great question. So Jamie's talking about how do we work with baby boomers? Yeah, help us work with them and not around them. I know a lot of my clients have that question about millennials. And believe it or not, we are more alike than you all think. Our values are probably more in alignment than you all think. I have a good friend of mine who did some research in this exact area, and I should have her on our show, because she's got some really great research on that. And she, in her research, proves that we're actually more alike than you all think. Anna is asking for some steps to grow into the next leadership role. I love it. Yes, we're looking for opportunities. If you're a conscientious individual, and you care about your career progression, right? We're always looking for the next level. We always want to keep improving. Anne says, I like Anna's suggestion, right? I think it's so good. Um, yeah, so yeah, Jamie wants a little bit more about the generational gap and the differences between our generational workforce. So I will have this Google form for you that I designed for you all to help me design this show. So it's a super simple form. I will make sure it's linked in this post. 4 super simple questions. It's just, what do you want to know? What do you want to hear about? What do you want to learn about? Because I want for this to be your one-stop shop. Well, okay, that's a little arrogant. I want for this weekly show to be yet another resource for you on leadership, because there's some great resources out there already. And again, that's why I was a little reluctant in doing a leadership show, because it's like another person talking about leadership, another person claiming to be an expert in this field. I am not an expert. Let me make that very clear. I may know more than the average person because of the 20 plus years in leadership. And well, thank you, Anne. Anne says it's not arrogance, it's confidence. I appreciate that. And so this show will help me share the knowledge and experience that I've garnered, and to help us all become great leaders, because I think we all have the potential to be really great leaders. Gabriela says, I'm all for it. Good to see you, Gabriela. I'm so happy you're here. Another great leader in her field. I'm so happy you guys are here. So start thinking about some of these topics on leadership. Jamie says, is there really such a thing as an expert? Yeah, we're not experts in anything. I mean, let's be real. The way the world works and how quickly things change, I mean, that's why you have to keep evolving and you have to keep learning. And so that's why a show like this is going to be important for us all to gather here, so that we can share our wisdom and we can share this knowledge that we've earned. And we're going to do that on a weekly basis here together. So I beg you, I know it's a little tacky, I'm begging you all to answer that Google form. As soon as I get off this live, I'm going to put it in the post. Anna says, here's number 2. So Anna gave us number 1. She said she wants to know more about steps to grow into the next leadership role. And she just gave us number 2. Recommendations on good leadership books. Good, bad, and ugly. They aren't all winners. I love it. So something about that. I want to share something about that. I, yes, have a PhD in leadership studies, and again, know more than the average person. I used to be a leadership snob, but I'm not anymore. I am so open-minded to all these amazing books that are out there, the amazing podcasters and bloggers that are out there, because leadership is not one size fits all. Whoever tells you that is a liar. That is not true. Leadership is very subjective. So if you think that you can just crunch numbers and follow a theory or follow a framework and you'll become a great leader, that's BS. That's not true. We take our brains and our hearts everywhere we go. And so our leadership style is personal to us. So I love reading from these amazing authors about their leadership experiences. So I used to be this silly snob about leadership. I am not anymore. I absolutely love reading about their perspective and their, and how they view leadership through their lens of leadership. I'm so happy we have so many amazing people out there writing about leadership. I don't care if they have formal degrees in it or not. They have got life experience, and I want to hear about their experience. And so, yes, Anna, to answer your question, I will make sure I provide you with some really great leadership books. A really great one that is on my shelf, well, I have so many, but one that came in October of last year was Brene Brown's Dare to Lead. And, she's a sociologist. She obviously has some great self-help empowerment books out there. But she got into the business of leadership in October. And I have to say, we were reading this leadership book in one of my Lead to Inspire coaching groups. And I remembered being just really, I thought, how obnoxious is this, Brene Brown? Like, you're already so amazing in the self-help field, and now you're writing about leadership. Well, of course she should be writing about leadership. And it's a great book, guys. So I want for you all to also take a look at her book, Dare to Lead. So that's another one for you. Okay, so I'm now looking at my time. I've got a timer here, guys, and I'm about to go over time. I've got a minute and, oh, there we go. No, that's my timer. It's now off. Let me just go through these comments again. Gabriela agrees. Yes, that's an awesome book. It is a beautiful book. She did an amazing job on that. Check her online resources. She's got some great resources for leaders also. So take a look at that. Sorry, my camera is up here. I keep looking down over here. Toss the timer, Jamie says. Get it out of here. And Jamie is an amazing leader, by the way, guys. Whoa. Oh, I need you too, Jamie. You have no idea. I need you guys very much. So again, please complete that Google form for me, number one. Number two, I've got a gift for you. It's a freebie. It's a PDF that I created just for you guys watching. And it is the 5 leadership fundamentals that every leader should know. Wow, that's a mouthful. Thank you, Gabriela. She agrees with Jamie. I appreciate that. See, I'm trying to maneuver comments and finish and wrap up this show here. So 2 things, Google form, please complete it. And number 2, please download my PDF. It's a free gift. It's something that I created for you all. And that way we can get the fundamentals in order. So there are 5 of them. It's a short read, very short read. And then maybe we can talk about these fundamentals on a later show. So next Thursday, bring your lunch, bring your tea, bring your snacks or whatever, so that we can meet here in my office in Austin. This is where I get to do my work. And so you'll get to see this again every single Thursday. So if you're watching the replay, say hello, give us some love. We appreciate all these leaders that are watching today. And thank you guys for your time. 20 minutes goes by fast, right? Okay, so you all have a fantastic Thursday and an amazing weekend. So we'll see you guys soon. Bye.